We look to make it 4-0 on our July MLB videos as baseball's greatest rivalry between the Boston Red Sox and New York Yankees resumes on Friday night. And we're here to break it down for you guys with a look on the side, as well as a plus money player prop that I really feel is worth a look. I'm Steve Seagrave from sportsmemo.com. Today's the last day of the Midsummer's Classic Pack, where you guys can combine the MLB with the WNBA for one great price right up into the respective All-Star breaks. But today's last call on that one, we'll talk about it at the end of the video. But for now, if you guys enjoy the content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, let us know in the comment section who you guys got today. Whether it be side, total, player prop, this game or any game on the slate, I'll be checking the comments and responding back like we usually do. So we cashed our last video, Houston team total over 4.5 at plus 110. Early on, they were struggling to score a little bit, but they ends up being basically a no sweat as they beat Toronto 9-2 on Wednesday. We didn't have a video for 4th of July, so 3-0 to start the month of July on our free MLB videos. We'll look to continue that today in a showdown between my Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. First pitch, 7:05 p.m. Eastern, like normally. Yankee Stadium. Game will be featured locally on NESN. We got a showdown between a righty and a lefty. Tanner Houck for the Red Sox. Nestor Cortes, the lefty, on the mound. For the Yankees, he's 4-7 on the year with a 3.51 ERA and a 1.10 WHIP. Houck, on the other hand, 7-6, 2.67 ERA, up a little bit after that last start against San Diego, and he's 102 on his WHIP. Speaking of that last start, Houck got shelled in that last start against San Diego. 8 runs, 9 hits. Only 4 1/3 innings. Padres, they just crush right-handed pitching, though, and that was by far Houck's worst start of the season. So I think this is a decent bounce-back spot for him, considering he's pitching on the road. He's much better on the road with a 1.85 ERA and opponent batting average of only 185 when he pitches on the road, so he prefers being away from Fenway Park, obviously, a hitter's stadium, not like Yankee Stadium isn't, but current Yankees really struggling against Houck here. Only batting 173 against him with 1 home run across 52 at-bats, so a decent sample size. They haven't seen him yet this year, but he's pitched well against them in the past. On the other side of things, Cortes, he's also coming off a poor outing. He allowed 3 runs on 7 hits and 4 1/3 last time out, and he's allowing a lot of hits recently. If you look at his starts, he's allowing 6, 7, 8 hits in each and every one of his games during the month of June. Red Sox, tons of speed on the base paths. They're one of the top teams in the American League in steals. Recently, I know over the recent month or so, they've been the top team in the American League in steals. So when they get on the base paths, Duran, Hamilton, some of these other guys, they're speedy, and they can cause a lot of problems for an opposing pitcher if he allows too many hits. And then they got the current Red Sox. It's not a very long sample size against Cortes, but they're batting .371 against him. Rafael Devers, in particularly, 3 for 11, 2 home runs. It's not the biggest sample size for the other Red Sox hitters, but Devers, being a lefty on lefty, regardless, though, he's hit Cortes really well. Red Sox, they do strike out a lot against left-handed pitching, but over the last 30 days, they're a top 5 team WRC plus OPS over the last 30 days against lefties. They are still striking out a lot, but when they make contact, they're doing really well. We're talking about Cortes. He's allowing a lot of contact recently. And then we got the Yankees bullpen. They've really been struggling recently. A lot of their starters have failed to make it past the 6th inning, which has put a lot of wear and tear on this Yankees pen. And if you look at the last 30 days, 29th in ERA, 29th in WHIP, 24th in expected FIP. They've really struggled. The Yankees bullpen has been a mess recently, so the Red Sox also have the advantage there. Their bullpen has been much better over the last 30 days, especially on the season. They're right up there with the Yankees as well, but this Yankees pen recently has just been in shambles, and I don't see the Cortes going very deep into this game. On top of that, Red Sox in much better form here. They're 13-5 run. Yankees on a 4-12 run. They haven't won a series. The 6 straight series they haven't won. They've lost 5 series. They did split a 4-gamer with Toronto, but basically have lost 6 straight series. 5-0-1 if you want to get particular about it. But Red Sox are in much better form here. This price is a good one at plus 120. I'm taking the Red Sox here. Official play for the video. Try not to let my fandom bleed into my picking, obviously, and I always second guess myself. But on this one, I don't see another way to look. I think it's a bounce back spot for Houck, pitching on the road especially. And then I think they get to Cortes. They get some base runners, which will cause him some problems. If you want a player prop, I'd look towards Devers. We already mentioned 3 for 11, 2 home runs against Cortes, and his HRR over 1.5 is at plus 110 right now. And he's been dynamite recently. He's cleared it in his last 4, 9 of his last 10. So I think that's worth a sprinkle. Devers over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. But official play for the video, Red Sox plus 120 on the money line. Like I said, today's the last day of the Midsummer's Classic Pack. You got 10 days left of MLB, 14 days of WNBA for $99. Still a great deal. I really appreciate the people that have bought the package, and we've been cashing over the weekend. Nice little MLB run, 4-0 the last couple of days. 16-6 MLB run overall. Puts us number 1 over the last 15 days at Sports Memo. So we'll look to continue that momentum. Check out that. Today we're in action as well in MLB and WNBA. I have 2 plays posted in each sport as of now. They're all in one package, but you get them both right up until our All-Star breaks for only $99. That's 10 more days of MLB, 14 more days of the WNBA. You can check that all out at sportsmemo.com. There's free plays over there and at Twitter at StevesBook22. There'll be a link attached to the video. And on the way out, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Good luck tonight, guys. Enjoy the games, and I will see you for a Saturday video. Good luck.